I'm very happy to be here and tell you today a little bit about Identiv as a company, about our products, and as also already a little bit introduced by Claire before, data logging applications in RFID. And yeah, and we will see how Identiv and Ynvisible come here together. So to begin with, Identiv, we are a global company and we are working in the sector of physical security and secure identification. We have our headquarters in Fremont in California, but are acting all over the world. And yeah, our portfolio reaches from physical access and video and data analytics, readers and credentials, smart card readers and mobile security. And the most important part we will have a look at today is our RFID transponder portfolio. So I think as Claire introduced before, you might have an idea about what's possible with RFID. So our portfolio is on one hand a very wide range of standard products for UHF and HF both, and we are providing normal tags, labels, tickets. We also provide on metal tags in different kinds of form factors. And we are very interested in working close together with our customers to have the option to provide really nice and tailor-made solutions for our customers. So we try to understand the idea of our customers and find a good solution for their applications. And this is possible due to our very capable R&D team, who is very innovative in their thinking, and not only with the customers, also with finding products and solutions to be in time with the market. And that is what we will also talk about today, naming our UTrustSense temperature tracker for data logging applications. So data logging applications in general, I think it's most of you have heard about that also in the talk from Claire before. It is getting more and more important as the globalization, as the logistics are getting more and more important, especially for perishable goods, and especially for perishable goods in the pharmaceutical and healthcare market. And yeah, so the question is, data logging is used for cold chain monitoring, but the question is, why is it so important to track the cold chain? As Claire also introduced before, if I go to the supermarket and buy strawberries, I want to buy nice, fresh strawberries. I don't want to buy strawberries which were in transit in not the perfect conditions, and I buy them and I can't eat them tomorrow because they are already for to die. So this is one thing that we want to make sure that the quality is there. And the other thing is that if the quality is not there because of exceeded temperature ranges, we have lots of waste. So we have waste of goods. We have also loss of money due to the waste of goods. And this is very harmful for, on one hand side, for the industry in point of financial point of view, but also for the environment, because we waste more goods than would be necessary. And the third part, which makes the cold chain monitoring very interesting, is that you can analyze the data that you got from the cold chain monitoring. So you can use it for your warehouse, also to improve your automation of your warehouse, and also to improve your processing. But it's not also the part of perishable goods in the food and flour market, for example, but also in the healthcare market. And there it is not about a strawberry that's not good anymore. Here it is about our health and our life, and about a drug that is not usable anymore because it was not handled in the right temperature conditions, or it is about a blood bag that has not been handled in the right temperature conditions and that can't be used anymore. And this is the part where Identiv was thinking, okay, how can we go with this idea? How can we also provide something for this cold chain monitoring? And this is why we decided to develop a NFC-based data logging application named UTrust Sense Temperature Tracker that can be easily handled by NFC, by everyone's smartphone. And that is a really nice application and solution to work with in a digital world. And it was not only us who was excited about that, but also the jury of the RFID Journal Live, who awarded this product as the best new product in 2017. So I think it's good to have a little bit deeper or more detailed look in the whole product. So it consists of 3 parts. On one side, we have the cloud service, where all the data is stored, where the configuration data and the temperature profiles are stored. And this goes hand in hand with the mobile app that can be just downloaded from the Google Play Store, loaded to the mobile phone or smartphone, and then can be used to configure and to activate the tag, which is the 3rd part of the whole solution. The temperature tag itself looks like this. As you can see, it's very small and thin, it's flexible, and yeah, it's very nice to use. You can just stick it or adhere it to any kind of box that you want to use it with. And yeah, that is the whole solution in 3 parts. And to have a short look at the technical data points. So we have a flexible tag, as we could see, and temperature ranges for operation is -30° to 50°C. We have a battery that has a lifetime up to 8 months, and in this time it is able to log up to or more than 10,000 data points, and can also be exceeded up to 30,000 data points. It's completely NFC readable, configurable. It's working with the NFC temperature sensing microcontroller from NXP, the NHS3100. And due to this microcontroller chip, we are also able to work with different properties in the firmware that we are flashing on the tag. So we have a normal standard product, but due to the microcontroller, the firmware can very flexibly be set up. Well, so now the question is, okay, there are already data logging applications. Why? What is the advantage of Identiv's data logging application? So first of all, we have a good advantage in form of the price, as we have a very small product and flexible product. The whole application is cheaper than if you think about large, bulky PCB-based applications. Furthermore, as said before, it is an NFC-based application. You can just use it by tapping the phone. It is easy to handle because you can read out via NFC, you can configure it via NFC, you can also share the data that has been collected via the smartphone into the cloud. And all of this is working with an immediate answer. So if you tap it, you can immediately see what's the current temperature, and also as soon as the data has been uploaded, it can be monitored from everyone who's got the login data. Well, so now we've heard that, there's still the question, where do Identiv and Ynvisible come together? And this point where this happens is the healthcare market, because the healthcare market, as we all know, have lots of requirements for the products they work with. And it's the same for data logging applications. And this is where both pharma logistics and the World Health Organization have the same opportunity or the same thinking. So there are restrictions regarding the temperature ranges, the data points that has to be collected, regarding the traceability. But there's one thing that both want, and this is a indicator element that makes it visible if the logger is running or not without any other device. So as you can see here, there is not such a thing. And here's the point where Identiv was thinking, okay, what will be the best solution to integrate an indicator element? And this is where we were connecting with Ynvisible and decided to integrate a nice printed electrochromic display from Ynvisible into our product, which looks then like this, as you can see, pretty similar to the other version, still thin because we don't have any kind of thick LED that has to be placed. It's still flexible, and but we have the indicator element. And how this works, I think that works a little bit nicer. I will show you in the following video, as long as it's running. Yes, but it looks good. Okay, so first of all, the temperature tracker is not running. We started with the phone. First of all, with this application, and it has to be authenticated first, because that's why we have to do it in a two-way starting. And now it is running and visible with a cross. So that's the part where we can see it is running. Now we check, okay, what is when temperature ranges were not held. So I've got a nice cup of peppermint tea, and it takes 5 seconds with a logging interval of 2 seconds, I think, until the cross for the too high heat is visible. And also with the other way around, I've got a nice glass of ice cube water. And also here, same, without tapping with the phone in between. We tap the glass with the temperature sensor in the microcontroller chip. And it takes again 5 seconds. And also the third cross is visible. And I think it is a very nice way to have immediate attention about the current status of the logger. You don't have to tap the phone to see, okay, have there been, has the temperature been exceeded? And so customers have the visibility immediately. We have more safety because of the visibility as well. The message is shown very much clearer because you don't have to tap the tag first. And of course, here is where the healthcare market comes in again. This is opening, so the integration of the electrochromic display is opening the doors for our temperature tracker product, also for the healthcare market. And yeah, that is why we are very happy to work together with Ynvisible on the integration. And so to conclude, this is right now just a prototype. So we have the technology that's working, but right now only as a hand sample, but we are very happy that it is working. So thank you very much.